Hello, and welcome to 5-Minute Math. Today we are looking at the fourth grade concept of comparing fractions. This is standard 4.3D in the great state of Texas, and we are using item number 8 of the 2024 released STAAR test. If you haven't done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and we will look at our answers together. All right, so it's pretty simple. We need 6/8 to be less than, and then one of these answer choices. Now, it seems pretty simple, but there's quite a bit of work we need to do because we can't compare these fractions unless we have common denominators. We can't just look at them. The only way that you can do that sometimes is if you have the same numerator. So if you had a 6 in any of these other numerator spots, you could reason which one's larger or smaller based on the size of their denominator. But we don't have that here. We've got 4, 7, 1, and 3. So we need to find common denominators. So let's go ahead and list our 8s because we're going to need that quite a bit. 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48. So let's just stop right there. So how are we going to do this first one? Well, we need to list our 5s. We're going to look for a number that's going to be on both lists, right? So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, there we go, 40. All right, so if I make both of these fractions equivalent with the denominator 40, I'll be good. So we're going to set it up like this. So 6/8 times something is going to equal my new denominator of 40. So 8 times what makes 40, that's 5. So I need a 5 up here because you need the same numerator and denominator, right? And so we are going to make that 30 out of 40. All right, so 6/8. So let's do the same thing with 4/5. 4/5 times something is going to equal 40. That's going to be 8 because it's an 8 times 5. So whatever you put your denominator, you put your numerator. That's 32. So could we say that 30/40 is less than 32/40? Actually, yeah, that looks good. So A looks good, which means the other one should be incorrect. Let's check. So we're going to list our 10s here. 10, 20, 30, 40. All right, so I'm going to list 40. I've already got my 40. So I'm just going to make my 6/8 equals, and let's make that 30/40. Okay, we already did that work. Let's check our 7/10. 7/10. So we need to multiply it by something to get it into 40ths, and that's just going to be a 4. It's 10 times 4. So 7 times 4 is 28. Can we say that 30/40 is less than 28/40? No, 30 is more. So incorrect. All right, so let's check our 1/3. All right, so I'm going to list my 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24. So I'm going to do 24 on this one, so I'm going to need to change both. So 6/8 times something is going to get me 24ths. 8 times 3 makes 24. So 6 times 3 makes 18. Let's do 1/3 times something equals 24. It's going to be 8/8. So can I say 18/24 is less than 8/24? Absolutely not. Much larger. All right, last one, 3/4. So watch this. 4, 8. Now, I can do 8s, which means I don't even need to change 6/8. 6/8 works. All I need to do is change my 3/4. So 3/4 times something equals 8s, and hopefully you're saying, oh, you just double it. And you're correct. Look at that. 3/4 is actually equal to 6/8. So you cannot say this, right? Instead, what we would say would be, let's put the correct, we would say that it's going to be greater than, we can say it's going to be greater than, and we can say it's going to be equal, right? So the only one that's going to be correct is going to be A. 6/8 is less than 4/5.